Subscribe to BBBox.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Kia ora team, welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. So today we're going to be doing a live commentary stream for Micheal Coffie v Jonathan Rice. Now Jonathan Rice is a last minute replacement opponent for Gerald Washington, who apparently contracted COVID. It's a pretty decent short notice opponent. Hopefully Jonathan Rice is in pretty good shape. You'll have to forgive me, I didn't see the weigh-in, so I can't comment too much on it. These guys, I imagine, well, at least Jonathan Rice, I imagine, will be in decent shape. He's always in the gym. He's a tricky kind of character. Now, I really did like the Gerald Washington v Micheal Coffie fight. I'm pretty high on Micheal Coffie at the moment, and I thought Gerald Washington would have been a good opponent for him to kind of get some attention, because I think he would have knocked Washington spark out. With Jonathan Rice, he may not be as accomplished as Gerald Washington possibly, but he's been in there with some decent competition and given them some really decent work. I think he's a lot more evasive than Gerald Washington, so it's going to be a lot tougher for Micheal Coffie to get to him, I think. But I'm still picking Micheal Coffie to win this one by stoppage, somewhere between rounds 6 and 9. But I could definitely see it going to decision and Coffie getting the win as well. I mean, it's certainly possible that Rice could nick a decision as well. He's pretty crafty and evasive, like I say. He's got a decent jab, he can move quite well, so he could possibly, you know, pour it on in the last 30 seconds of each round and pinch this fight on points. I can't see him knocking out Coffie though. Coffee's got a good chin and he's pretty elusive himself. So I think whoever's got the best jab in this fight is probably going to win the fight. We shall see. Now, Video Mel Nicky's just got a knockout win on the card. I think it was the second round. It was the second or third round, so it's gonna be a little bit of a break before we see these guys in action. So can have a bit of a rant and a rave and a rumble about this fight. In the meantime, just let me go and do a sound check, make sure things are all running correctly here. Sounds like it's good to me. Might just adjust the background music though. Let me have a look. Yep, I need to turn that background music up a little bit. And I also want to check the publicity. There is no comments, so give me a sec here. Schedule time. Where's the publicity? There it is. It's public. We're all good. We are all good. Get out of there. Yeah, we're still waiting for these guys to come out. They may be a little while. I'd like to hear some of your guys' predictions. Let us know in the chat what you think is going to happen in this fight and what the verdict is going to be by what method. Many of you may not have seen Micheal Coffie fight. I think he's only had 2 televised fights. The knockout win he got against Joey A. Bell and the spectacular stoppage he got last time out against Damani Rock. Unbeaten Damani Rock. Stopped him in, I think it was 3 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds. A big uppercut, counter uppercut. Just about decapitated Damani Rock. So I think this boy's got a lot of talent. I've said it many times in the last little while. I've got 3 fighters in the same bracket that have similar sort of styles. We've got Jared Anderson, we've got Micheal Coffie, and Fabio Wardley. I think 3 guys you can pretty much stick in the same pigeonhole. I'd love to see one of them fight each other. But at the moment we ain't got anything like that. We have Micheal Coffie seems to be taking the biggest step up at this stage, and he needs to. He's getting on in age. I think he's 36 or something like that, 34. So he needs to get a move on in his career. Jonathan Rice, I think, is about the same age, maybe even a couple of years older. I haven't got Box Rec up at the moment. Oh, yes, I have. Look at that. Bring it up. Micheal Coffie. 6'5", 83-inch reach. He's got a massive reach. His age. There he is, 35. So I said 34 and 36. So right in the middle. 35 years of age. Jonathan Rice is 13 and 6 with 1 draw. Here's his age. He's 34, so he's a year younger than Micheal Coffie, but he's the same height at 6'5", and he doesn't have a registered reach. Oh, he does. He's got an 81-inch reach. I'm sure that wasn't there last time I looked. So Coffie's got a couple of inch reach advantage. I suspect Coffie will be heavier too. Let me look at the weights here. You got Jonathan Rice. It's 208.5 pounds. I think that's quite light for Jonathan Rice, so he must be in pretty decent shape. And Micheal Coffie, 271 and a quarter. So he's a big lump of a guy, and he hits hard if he can get to you. And I think that's going to be the big teller in this fight is, can he get to the tricky, crafty Jonathan Rice? I'm guessing he will. It may take some time to slow him down enough to get him to that point where he can get him into a corner or up against the ropes and unleash some of those big uppercuts or hooks. But Micheal Coffie also switch hits, so he can fight out of the southpaw stance quite effectively. I think he's naturally orthodox. Let me have a quick look at that actually. What's he listed as here? Yeah, he's listed as orthodox, but he was in the southpaw stance when he knocked out Joey Abel, caught him with a big left uppercut. I think he had spurts against the Money Rock as well, where he was in his southpaw stance. So he's got a pretty high level of skill, and he doesn't look like he's out of place when he goes southpaw either. He looks just as powerful with both hands from either stance. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this fight's gonna go. Very interesting. Now throughout the fight, if anybody hears any background disruptions, yeah, I'm at home with my kids. It's Sunday afternoon here today, and if you can't handle it, you know where the door is. Simple as that. Alright, so it is what it is. It's my situation, and this is how I roll. So you can see up in the little screen on the top left there, I did a simulation fight. I was using Micheal Coffie, and that's Jonathan Rice. I had to build him because I couldn't find one to download online. Thought I did a pretty decent job of making that fighter, and it was a pretty decent sort of fight. I think eventually Coffie got to him, slowed him down and stopped him, but while we wait for the fight, you can keep an eye on that and see what happens for yourself. Now, I'll get back over to the cards, see what we got going on over here. They're talking about the Pacquiao v Spence fight. Yeah, Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao sitting next to each other talking about their fight. It's a little way away yet, but it'll be interesting. I'll be picking Spence for that. Manny Pacquiao, freaking nature. Is he 42 years old now? Father Time's got to catch up with this dude sooner or later. I thought he might have been done, but then he come and took that WBA belt from Keith Thurman, so he's a freak. Is the Pac-Man. Absolute freak. We've got a couple of people watching at the moment, so let us know your predictions for Micheal Polite Coffie v Jonathan Rice. I think most people will be picking Micheal Polite Coffie, but I'd like to see some methods. I think it's a toss-up between a decision and a stoppage, but I'm going for stoppage. I'm going for stoppage. Let's go, Mr. Polite Coffie. Still waiting. Still waiting. Some hurry up and wait time since this Vito Malnicki fight ended in 2 rounds. We're just waiting. We got August 1st today here in New Zealand. So next weekend is the 7th of August. I haven't even looked what's on next weekend yet. Yeah. So still got no predictions in the chat. Unless my chat isn't working. Should go over to YouTube and have a look, okay, I suppose. Lennox Lewis talking about someone Spencer. Oh no, he's talking about Spence Pacquiao. Can't get on with it. I showed some clips of the boys in the dressing room, just about ready to come out. So Micheal Polite Coffie only started boxing at age 30 after he got out of the Marines. Here he is at 35, unbeaten. And we go to another commercial break. So we shall wait and see. Come on. I was hoping maybe they might just turn around and walk him straight out. I should have left the start of the stream a little bit later, but we here now. So hurry up and wait. Micheal Polite Coffie to win by stoppage between rounds 6 and 9 for me. Around the same amount of time that Aslan Bekmambetov managed to stop Jonathan Rice. Rice has also faced Tony Yoka. One went the distance, so I think it was only a 6th rounder though. Also faced Dempsey McKean, and that one ended by stoppage in the final round, but I thought that was a bullshit stoppage. Absolute bullshit stoppage. I think that was a 10 rounder. If it had been 12, Dempsey McKean was out of gas. And yeah, I didn't like the stoppage in that fight. It should have been the distance. So yeah, McKean, Makhmedov, and Tony Yoka are the 3 names you'd recognise that Jonathan Rice has fought. Yeah, tricky dude. Can Coffie get to him? Is the question. This time, I'm a little bit more organised with my commentary. I've actually got a scorecard written up, ready to go this time. So I won't have to rummage through my messy drawer. make a whole shitload of noise. But, yeah, still waiting. Surely they won't leave it too long. Hopefully. Hopefully. Just gonna have a look at my betting sites. I had a big multi that's a couple of weeks old. And the final fight on it was Conor Ben versus Adrian Granados, but that fight got cancelled, and my betting site seems to still be waiting for the fight to happen. I did manage to get the win on my multi with Chris Smith getting a split decision win over Tommy McCarthy. It was a close fight. Wasn't that much fun of a fight, but it was a close fight, very closely matched. I wouldn't be surprised to see a rematch happen between those two. Tommy McCarthy's cleaned up his act and he's worked on his counter punching. He actually looked fairly decent, but I think the reason he lost the fight is he didn't throw his hands quite enough. He was pretty much trying to exclusively counter punch, so if he missed his opportunity when Billum Smith punched, then he'd be waiting for the next lot. And I think the volume that Chris Smith put out was what won the fight. Tommy McCarthy was a hell of a lot more accurate with what he was throwing, but just not enough of it, man. Not enough of it. So I think he's only got himself to blame. I think it was more of a case that Tommy McCarthy lost that fight more than Chris Smith won it. But they fight again. I won't be betting on it. It's too close to bet on. Far too far now. Far too close to bet on for next time. So the other ones I had on that multi from last week and the week before, got Steven Zimba for the win. Who else did I have on there? Chris Burke I had on there for a win. He got that. I had Hannah Shiraz. Hansa Shiraz. Shit, I don't even know who that is. But I still bet on them. Just looked at the odds for that one, obviously. Also had Ika Usman. Usman, yeah, got that one too. I also had who else did I have on there? Joe Joyce via KO, TKO or disqualification. Obviously I got that one. And I had Anthony Fowler for the win against Roberto Garcia, but that opponent got changed, so that one got voided. And I had the Chris Smith one and the Conor Ben one I had on there, which my stupid betway are waiting for still when it's been cancelled, because Conor Ben got COVID. So that's what it is. Alright, we've got Micheal Coffie is in the ring. Finally, we're just about underway, team. Just about underway. Get my stream and get my screen all sorted. So team, from now on I won't be looking at the chat. Actually, I might go and grab my phone and I can watch the chat as well. Give me a sec, team, I'll be back. I'm still building up to the fight, we're not missing anything. Alright. Sorry, Jonathan Rice is in the ring. Micheal Polite Coffee's just making his way up. Looks relaxed. Taking his time. It's good. This fight is going to be a hell of a lot different to what he would have been training for against Gerald Washington. So hopefully he's up to speed with what Jonathan Rice is all about. Going to be all about movement and jabbing for Rice. The occasional right hand popping in behind everything. So we'll see how we go. Alright, so got my phone set to go. Micheal Polite Coffee steps through the ropes. Looks pretty relaxed. Announcements in the ring yet to come. So we're about 2 or 3 minutes away, I'd say. Shouldn't be too far away. Who I got? I got Micheal Polite Coffee by stoppage between rounds 6 and 9. So we'll see. Alright fans, here we go. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled in our heavyweight special attraction. Live from Newark. Not New York, Newark. Introducing Jonathan Rice, Columbia, South Carolina. Weighed in at 268. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, 268 for Rice. Sorry, I mentioned the wrong weight earlier. I don't know why. Said 208. I must have been reading it wrong on BoxRec. 268. Out of Brooklyn, New York. Micheal Polite Coffee. 271 and a quarter pounds. 12-0. 9 KOs. Some of those shorter fights at the start of his career, maybe he didn't get the knockouts. I haven't looked that deep into his record. Micheal P.A.N. Coffee is his alias. Eric Dolly is the referee, giving his final instructions. Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Alright, we're about to get underway, team. Micheal Polite Coffee's only paying $1.05, so you put $1 on, you get $1.05 back. $8.50 for Jonathan Rice. Put $1 on, you get $8.50 back. Here we go, ding ding ding, round 1 under the way. Make their way to the center ring. For the posturing, Rice sticks a jab out there a couple of times. Micheal Polite Coffee's got his mummy stance out, his arms out in front. Now he's pulled them back, so he's got more of a Philly shell. Popping a jab to the body is Polite Coffee, then the same from Rice. It's like taking a shot each. They're both looking to counter. I thought this might be the case. Jab up and down from Coffee, then a jab up and down from Rice. Jab, jab, right hand from Coffee. Rice comes back with a right hand. Jab from Coffee. Posturing. Left hook from Rice, but it's partially blocked, and then a jab also blocked from Rice. Jab to the body from Rice, jab to the head, and then jab to the body from Micheal Polite Coffie. 1, 2 from Rice over the top with the right hand lands. Then back to the jab. Double jab from Coffie. His jabs are a lot more powerful from Coffie. Tries a left hook to Rice, but he gets countered with a jab from Coffie. Pouring jab from Rice. Just pouring the guard. Then Coffie throws a jab to the head and a left hook to the body. Rice is backed up to the ropes, trying to pour out a jab. It's not hitting anything with it though. Coffee's inching his way forward with his hands up, moving his head. Lunges in for a shot to the body, but Rice steps out of town. Oh, big right hand to the body from Coffie. Then a jab from Coffie. Stiff jab. He's walking Rice back. Double jab from Coffie. Jab back from Rice. Posturing. Pouring jab just on the guard from Rice. Posturing. Looking. 1, 2 from Coffie. 2 lands. Jab from Rice. 1, 2 from Rice. Both lands. Oh, nice right hand lands. Then he pops a jab in behind it. Jab to the body from Rice. Jab from Rice. Blocked though this time. More posturing going on here. Looks like Coffee's trying to suck him in. Jab from Coffie. It was a good stiff jab. 1, 2 from Rice, but the 2 miss. Throws the 1, 2 again. Does Rice, but they were blocked that time. Coffee's got a pretty good guard. Rice is pouring a jab out there. Coffie throws a jab, then steps in with a right hand, but it misses, so he steps forward with a jab again. Rice steps around, gets out of dodge, and then throws a left and right hook to the body. Does Rice. Tries to throw a jab, but gets countered. Does Rice. Then tries to throw the 1, 2. Does Rice. Coffie steps around, gets out of dodge. Jab from Rice. Get out of the way, ref. And that's the end of the round. That's a close round, man. I think Rice pinched that. I think Rice pinched that round. It was very even. Not quite enough volume from Polite Coffie to pinch it, I don't think. So yeah, I've got Rice pinching that first round. Lots of posturing and waiting for counters from both guys. This is how I thought it might look, and I think also this fight has got the potential to make Micheal Polite Coffie look very ordinary, just with how crafty and savvy Jonathan Rice is. He's no joke, this boy. I mean, many people think he's a journeyman and a nobody, but he's actually got some skills. It's just because the only fights most people have seen him in are against guys that we know really well, like Tony Yoka, Aslan Bekmambetov, and Dempsey McKean. Round 2 about to get underway. Here we go, ding ding. Round 2 underway. Both wandering lazily to the center of the ring, touching each other's jab hands. Polite Coffee's come out in southpaw for this round. Posturing, jab from Coffee. Left to the body from Polite Coffee. Remember, he's in the southpaw stance now. I'll let you know if he switches back. Rice is pouring with the jab hand against the southpaw. It's not such a good idea now. Coffee's starting to lead with that right hand, and there goes the left hand. Straight down the guts. Couple of hooks to the body behind the jab from Coffee. Rice is posturing. Bit of a mummy stance, left arm right out. He's opening himself up to a left down the pipe. Here comes Micheal Coffie with 2 jabs and then a left hand. Posturing. Rice is trying to smack down Coffee's jab hand. Coffee comes in with a 1, 2 and then another left over the top. Rice steps around and gets out of dodge. Couple of lazy jabs from both guys, not really landing anything. Right jab to the body from Polite Coffee. Posturing. Rice is starting to try to walk forward a bit. Pouring jab, not really doing anything. I think both these guys are worried about their gas tank. They're not really putting out. Oh, good left hand for a Polite Coffee. On another one. First one was to the body, second one was to the head. He's setting it up with a jab and then following directly behind it with the left hand. Jab from Rice. Pouring jab from Rice, not really doing anything, hitting the guard. Rice throws the right to the body just as Coffee tries to throw a left over the top. Oh, good 1-2 from Coffee from the southpaw. And Rice comes back with a 1-2, but the right hand didn't look like it really landed. Coffee inching forward. It's like a big feint. Rice tries to throw a big right hand, but Coffee blocked it. Couple of lazy jabs from Rice. Posturing. Well, a stiff jab from Rice, but it was short. Jab to the body from Coffee. Lead right hand, left hook from Rice, but they're both partially blocked. Lead right hand lands from Rice. Couple of 3 good hooks. He landed a couple of good shots on Coffee there. Coffee backs up. He's back into his shell. And a good right hand over the top from Rice. Jab from Rice. Left to the body from Coffee. Trying to lead with the right hand now is Rice, and it landed that time. Throws another jab. 1-2 to end the round to the body from Coffee, and I think that's another Rice round. Here, step it up, Mr. Coffee. I've seen him do this sort of thing before though. Trying to get his opponent to feel like he's in a comfortable spot so he can open up some more opportunities. So wait for it. I don't think Polite Coffee has really sat down on any of his shots yet. He still looks more powerful than anything Rice has thrown, but Rice has landed a good couple of right hands over the top, particularly when Polite Coffee's in that southpaw stance. So coming into round 3 now, team. Coming into round 3. And my chat isn't working properly on YouTube. I'll just reload it, see what happens. There we go. Round 3 underway. Polite Coffee comes forward. He's still in that southpaw stance. Trying to push Rice back and they get tied up, but they break up again. Pouring jab from Rice. Jab to the body from Coffee. Ooh, 1-2 from Rice lands. Left hand to the body from Coffee, and again. Rice steps around to his left. Throws a 1-2 to the body, but they're both blocked from Rice. Posturing, posturing. Where's your feints, boys? Lazy jab from Rice. 1-2 with the left. Landing well from Polite Coffee. Jab to the body from Rice. Nobody's on their toes. They're like plodding around very slowly here. Lazy jab from Coffee. Stiffer jab from Coffee, but it was short. Lazy jab from Rice. 1-2 from Coffee, but he's short. Posturing. Come on, boys. Fight. Lazy jab from Rice. Yeah, step the pace up. You're not going to wear Rice out at this pace. Coffee's swinging his jab hand around, trying to smack down Rice's jab hand. Right to the body from Jonathan Rice. Oh, good left over the top from Coffee. Rice tries to come back with a right hand, but it gets blocked and they get tied up. Now they split back up. Posturing. Lazy jab from Rice. Lazy jab from Rice. Lazy jab from Rice. Come on, do something. They're both trying to counterpunch. Light jab lands from Rice that time. Ooh. Big wild left hand from Coffee, but it misses. Tries a 1-2 to Rice. I think it partially landed there. Lazy jab from Rice. Come on, fight, you pricks. Fight. Lazy jab from Rice again. Coffee decides to come forward and Rice runs away. Rice leads with a right hand. It hits the guard though. Jab to the body from Coffee. Both just touching Jab hands at the moment, not a lot happening. Coffee starting to walk forward a little bit here. Rice tries to lead with the right hand, but it's blocked. Jab to the body from Coffee. Jab to the body from Rice. Come on, man, move your feet. Move your feet. Straight left to the body twice from Coffee. They get into a bit of a scuffle, but nothing really lands and they break up again. Back to posturing. Lead right from Rice lands, then a lead left from Coffee lands. That's another Rice round, man. Yeah, step it up, Michael. You're gonna lose this if you keep this up. I've got it 3-zip to Rice, man. 3-zip to Rice. Micheal Coffie versus Aslanbek Makhmudov. Now that's a good fight for Coffie, I think, because Makhmudov is a very aggressive fighter, and that plays right into the hands of what Micheal Coffie wants. He wants somebody to punch so he can counter them. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens down the track if something like that happens. Good to have you in anyway, Adari. There we go, seconds out, team. Round 4 about to start. Round 3 on the way. Both pouring jabs, center ring. Pouring lazy jabs, stiffer jab from Coffee. Rice is jabbing and hitting the right bicep of Coffee. There must be a purpose behind that. A couple of jabs from Rice land there. Nothing too major. Oh, good lead right hand, left hook from Rice lands. Coffee's hurt, I think. Oh, left, right. Jab from Rice. He's on top of Coffee. He's got him against the ropes. Goes a 1-2 over the top with the right. And the ref comes in and tells Rice stop hitting the back of the head. Coffee was leaning over. Oh, Coffee steps in with a good jab. Jab left from Coffee. Another jab from Coffee. Jab from Rice. Rice is on the back foot again. There's a left hook, right uppercut. And then a left to the body, left uppercut from Coffee. He's back to the jab, he's back into the orthodox stance now. He's coming forward. Good stiff jab from Coffee, returned by Jonathan Rice. But Coffee's still coming forward on Rice, even though he got hurt earlier in the round. Oh, big right hand over the top from Coffee, lands then a jab. Rice is backing up. Another good jab. Lazy jab from Rice. Oh, good jab from Coffee. Jab from Rice. Jab to the body from Coffee. Posturing here. Looking. Moving heads. Lazy touch to the body from Rice. Stiffer jab from Coffee. Stiff jab from Rice. Oh, good stiff jab from Coffee there. And a stiff jab to the body from Rice. Good stiff jab to the head from Coffee twice. Jab up and down from Coffee. He's still in the orthodox stance here. Jab to the body from Rice, but it's pretty weak looking. Oh, lead right hand over the top from Rice lands. But Coffee's still coming forward. Couple of jabs and a right hand from Coffee. Jab from Coffee, then a 1-2 from Rice, and a good left hook from Rice lands. Good right hand from Rice, and then 1-2 and a left hook to the body from Coffee. 1-2 from Rice lands the 1, not the 2. Jab from Rice, jab from Coffee, jab from Rice. Posturing. Come on, fight! Lazy jab to the body from Rice. Rice tries a 1-2, but they're blocked. Jab to the body from Rice, blocked. Jab to the head, oh, a bit of a hook. Left hook to the head from Coffee. And that's another Rice round, man. Better sort your shit out, Micheal, or there will be no Coffee. I got a 4 zip. Is it 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4 zip. 2, Jonathan Rice. Damn. I'm kind of glad I didn't actually end up putting any money on this fight, because it looks like it's gonna go the other way. Damn. Damn, diggity damn, damn. So how you guys got it? I got it 4 zip Rice. Yeah, when they're just showing a replay on the side, and Micheal Polite Coffie lunges in, Rice is catching him with a left hook or a right hand. Coffee's pouring it on all of a sudden here. We're in round 5. He's coming forward. Rice tries to come back with a couple of hooks. Sorry team, got interrupted there for a sec. Rice is on the back foot, throwing a 1-2, 1-2, they both land. Coffee's got his guard up, but he's walking backwards all of a sudden. I think he got a bit buzzed by one of those shots, but he's back to his jab. Jab from Coffee, jab from Rice, jab from Coffee, jab from Rice, jab from Coffee, and he steps into that one. Lazy jab to the body from Rice. 1-2 from Coffee. Rice is backed up. The 2 missed because Rice got out of dodge in time. Lead right hand and a left hook from Rice. Lands. 1-2. Oh. And Coffee comes back with a good straight down the pipe, and it backs Rice up. And Rice is all of a sudden looking like he's a bit gassed. His mouth is open. He's running backwards. His punches are looking laboured. Coffee's coming forward. 1-2s. Coffee's walking forward with a high guard. Rice tries to lead with a right hand, and then a jab. 1-2 from Coffee. Posturing. Oh, 1-2 from Rice lands. Coffee's backing up. Good jab from Coffee. 1-2 from Rice. That right hand keeps landing. The jab isn't landing, but the 2 is landing. And again from Rice, followed by a left hook. Caught Coffee this time. Rice's face is quite swollen up. He's throwing a big haymaker 1-2, and it was blocked. Looks like Coffee is a bit hurt here. 1-2, 1-2. And the ref stops it? What the hell? What? He was standing there defending himself. He had been throwing punches back. The ref stopped it. Jonathan Rice knocks out Micheal Polite Coffie in round 5. Whoa! That's an upset. Oh, Coffee's right eye, left eye is quite swollen up. Now I want to see this replay. I didn't think he was that hurt or anything. I did see the ref was trying to ask Coffee if he's alright in the middle of the fight. Like, the combination before Rice threw something. The ref was asking, are you alright? During the fight. But it was this, the 1-2, the 2 from Rice kept landing, and that seems to have done the damage. Oh yeah, that one. And then a left uppercut, right hook. And Coffee steps back to the corner, looks away a bit, and then the ref stops it. I don't know. They're saying that it's a great job by stopping it there. I don't know about that, but gone to a commercial break for now. We'll see what happens with the post-fight interview. see if we get one. If we do, I'll turn on my audio so you can hear it. But wow, upset win, Jonathan Rice. And I didn't think it was too bad a fight, but I thought that was a premature stoppage. Maybe that's just because I am high on Micheal Polite Coffee at the moment, but I didn't like that stoppage, man. I did not like that stoppage. I'll just wait and see if we get a post-fight interview. I'll play it for you guys. Me, Micheal Polite Coffee vs. Big Makhmedov. If that fight happened, who would win? Who would you go? Well, after that performance from Micheal Polite Coffee, I don't know, I'd pick Makhmedov, I think. Well, but like I say earlier, that's a style matchup that does favour Polite Coffee. What a shock. It is a bit like that, isn't it, Phil? It's a bit of a fight, bit of a worry. Hell of a... Well, you know, I had my suspicions that this could be a problem for Micheal Polite Coffee prior to the fight. I like the Gerald Washington one better, but now that I've seen he's really susceptible to that one too. I've never seen him so susceptible to it. That's one of Gerald Washington's strengths, isn't it? So maybe he was going to lose either way. I don't know. So just waiting for a post-fight interview before I wrap this dingo up. Totally outboxed. It seemed that way, man. Seemed that way. I thought Micheal Polite Coffee's best chance would have been not try and chase Rice, but Rice was quite happy to keep the distance. He wasn't that offensive. He stays at his range that he works best at, and he utilised his strength. So well done, Johnny Rice. Well done, Johnny Rice. So we're still on a commercial break here. So one of my sons is having a moment in the background, but it is what it is. Are we going to get a post-fight interview, or are they just moving on to the Durrell fight? I'm not sure yet. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 19 seconds in round number 5. A referee in charge, Eric Dolly, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, Johnny Rice.
Coming up out of Columbia, South Carolina, and you gotta love boxing. Johnny Rice came in shape, had a game plan, said, I'm not gonna hold back. It's time to win one of these fights. And he did it. And we mentioned on Fox Bet, you put down 100, you'd win 750. That's how big of an underdog Johnny Rice was. Micheal Coffie takes his first professional loss. Obviously, we'd love to see much more of Micheal, tough Marine, fighting his best tonight, but he did not look as good as he has in previous fights. We'll hear from him. We'll hear from the winner, and that's Johnny Rice coming up.
And Doug.
Oh!
Holy crap, we just had an ad. Gonna have another one. I thought New Zealand TV was bad. Damn. Yeah, well, I'll hang around for this post-fight interview before I get the hell out of Dodge. Let you guys listen to it when it comes along. But damn, that was my prediction out the window, and I think probably a lot of people's. Maybe some will wake up to the fact that Jonathan Rice ain't no bum. Yeah, he might be journeyman level, but I think you'd be surprised at some of the people he can beat. I'm not just saying that because he beat Micheal Polite Coffie. I think he could beat a lot of gatekeeper kind of guys. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, my boy's having a tantrum. But here we go. Here comes the...
Are the kind of guy who's boxing and moving. Tonight you were walking him down. Why?
Hey, well, you know, the whole key to life is getting better every day you walk this earth. So, you know, I wanted to keep getting better. Didn't let my past dictate my future. And I do my best to learn from others like the young Devin Haney, Michael Bounty Hunter, you know. Amongst those, I'm just doing my best to walk, you know, in the light that they shining for me, you know.
Well, you've certainly got a great team around you. In terms of this performance here tonight, you said it was sink or swim, and it certainly looked that way. You also looked over to Lennox Lewis after the fight and said, you told me to move my head and jab. I did that here tonight. You know,
that's exactly what he told me to do. So like I said, I'm always an open book. I'm always looking to learn from the greats as well as my peers. So I'm going to always keep moving forward with no fear. And like I said, a lot of fights I lost was because I was holding them back. I wasn't believing in myself. I got like a great team around me that believe in me, but I got to believe in me too. And you got to believe in you, and we're going to be successful.
Well, after a performance like that, you most definitely should be believing in yourself. You know, this is the third undefeated prospect you've taken on. Tonight, you come away with the victory. What did you learn about yourself in this fight?
What I learned was you got to be true to yourself. You got to set small goals. A lot of time I was trying to take big steps, but you got to reward yourself along the way by setting a few tasks. So I learned also that if I do the work, I will see the results. I will reap what I sow. And that's a universal rule for everybody.
Congratulations, Johnny Rice, on a great win here in Newark, New Jersey. Brian Kenny, back to you.
Heidi, thank you. And that is truly inspirational.
So, there you have it. Jonathan Rice beats Micheal Polite Coffie in 5 rounds. And my scorecard reads, prior to the knockout, every single round to Jonathan Rice. Micheal Polite Coffie got schooled and stopped. So well done, Jonathan Rice. And that is me for today. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll catch you next time around. And I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I am out. See you. Well, team, that brings us to the end for today. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you have, and subscribe to the channel not to miss future content. Now, if you'd like to get more involved with the channel, I do a lot of stuff over on Discord at the Big Boys Boxing Discord server. You can join through the invite link that's in the description of all my videos, or you can come to the main channel page and hit this Discord icon that's up here on the right hand top side of the channel. It will take you to here. This is the Big Boys Boxing Discord general boxing chat section. As you can see, we post news, talk about boxing. We also have some other avenues here. We have live fight links, where I drop links to fights within 24 hours of them screening. You have the Fight Night Gym up there as well. That's just where we talk strategies and tips and things for Fight Night Champion. And we also have fight replays. I drop the odd replay there. You want to come back and watch fights, but here is the live panel. This is where the panel members on YouTube on my lives come. If you want to join in a panel, you can come here, click on it, and you're in. See the green rings around my avatar? It means it's working. Down the bottom here is your mute. You want to mute at any time, no more green rings. And over here is the hang up button. This is noise suppression. But yeah, the hang up button to get out of there. Boom, and you're out. Also down here we have live fight streams. Got 2 channels there. We do stream live fights there. You can come and watch them there. I've also got the Fight Night Gym. The gym members on Fightnight Champion, quite often we come in here, use this as our voice. We can stream each other's displays here and watch each other as well, so it makes it more interactive. And obviously watch BB games. Sometimes I'll put my Xbox up there if I'm playing a game besides Fightnight Champion, which there isn't many of. But anyways, like I say, that is it for today. If you are thinking of signing up to DAZN, you should use my referral link, which is also in the description. If you do use it, you will get a month free. I'm impressed with DAZN. I've just signed up to it, and there's a lot of archive fights there, but the quality of their productions has gotten really good, so get into it, and I shall catch you next time. I'm Jonos from Big Boys Boxing, and I'm out. See you!
Subscribe to BBBoxing.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Good luck.